There's a big Moulin Rouge party I can't go to because we're going to Taylor Swift that night. I really would like to have done that, but oh well.
Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
My man, Ewan McGregor's in Moulin Rouge, isn't he?
Yeah. Continue to website.
Hello, Nicole Obel Cakes.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Hello, Hector Wasabi. SDL, Rachel Boren. Hello, Jakob Adri. Yenna Krager, welcome. Hello, Shelly. You coming on vacation with us or what? Gonna meet your man. Hello, Yana. Caroline Baez, hola. Hello, Linda Wynn. Getting tracks. Oh, we can hit record. Christy Kincaid Norris in the building. Hello, Sabanita. Christy Bazemore. Smash it. Okay. Is that it? That's all we got? Okay.
I'm trying to see. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Hello, Lisa.
I'll figure it out later.
All right. We're going to not do a lot of hesitation tonight. We're going to get right into it.
Oh, you in a hurry to go somewhere?
No.
Usually I'm the one that says, let's hurry up and get going.
What do y'all think of my new raised seat? I'm not like real low anymore. I'm up about, I don't know. I gained about 2 inches.
What do y'all think of my swollen face? I had Botox and now everything is, I've got like the swollen after effects. It hasn't all kicked in yet. Look. It's trying to kick in.
Hello, Palm Mumble. Oh, Tanya. Oh, Vanessa. Hey, Michael Melkos. Darla. All right.
Ready?
Hello, Senya. All right, peeps. Sam, I am. My man, Sam. Who in the room has booked a vacation?
Nobody's yet.
Huh?
Nobody had yet. Because he had to wait for this stuff to be approved.
It's been approved.
But that was like yesterday.
Well,
so
like I said, who's booked?
Nobody's booked yet.
Has anybody booked?
Nobody's booked yet.
Kellie says nobody's booked. I'll bet you somebody's booked.
Mm-hmm. We haven't even booked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, guys. Gotta get going here. Wanting to book does not count, Christy Kincaid Norris.
Like I said, nobody's booked yet.
I mean, it's admirable, but it does not count. Only a Sharpie counts. Sharpie. Oh, Bruna. Give us a little something, something.
Testing 1 2 testing.
Testes.
He doesn't
1
even
2.
look.
Testes.
As I'm talking, he's clearing his throat and talking over me.
1 2.
Doesn't even check.
Testes. 1 2.
It's all for show.
1 2 1 2.
All for show. This whole sound check.
I'll give you a show.
It's just a bit. You were talking over me and clearing your throat when you asked me to do my sound check.
Why don't you just scoot?
It was for nothing.
Why don't you just scoot into the frame, Rasberry, and stop bemoaning?
All right.
Huh?
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin', everybody. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans with Alan Evans, who happens to be my co-host and husband.
A trade in the house.
Short and sweet.
Why did you say co-host before husband?
Well, thought I'd mix it up a little.
Do you usually say
Keep them
first?
guessing. I usually say husband and co-host.
Oh, but this time you said co-host and husband.
Just trying to mix
Should
it up.
I read anything into that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to.
Well, I
create
don't
problems where there are none, or maybe highlight problems where there are some. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't have any problems right now.
Well, I've got a lot going on.
Like
Enough
what?
about me.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it. This
Enough about
this
me.
is the forum to get that stuff off your chest.
No, it's just normal life stuff.
Like?
like a new teenage driver in the house.
Oh, well,
That's a lot.
let's
That's
get into that.
stressful. That's stressful.
She's doing pretty well, I think.
She's doing pretty well. It's hard because, I want to give her, she wants her freedom, and I understand that. But, there's certain things that we have to still clamp down on. And she has, I don't know if anybody knows this. My daughter has a horse. This was not.
Is this new?
I don't
revelation on the
I don't
podcast?
know if we've told this on the podcast.
Is this a new revelation on the
I don't know,
podcast?
but
She has a horse.
She has a horse
Yes.
named Duke. And
big, small, what kind of horse?
He's a big regular horse. He's a horse.
I don't like big
Don't
animals.
ask me a lot about it because I'm really not as involved as most parents
Color.
would be.
Chestnut?
I would say a chestnut,
Really?
brownish color.
Chestnut horse?
I guess.
Does it have a blaze on his nose?
I don't.
Any white markings? Anything?
I don't recall right now. I don't pay that much attention.
Stockings? Any stockings?
Anyway, so when Emma Kellie went to see her dad, who was filming Tulsa Kings with Sylvester Stallone up in Oklahoma, she went up to see him.
Oh, Adrian.
And he took her horseback riding. And like I think we have talked about this. Every teenage girl who rides a horse suddenly wants a horse, but her dad bought her a horse. So I'm like, that's between y'all. That's y'all's thing. I don't know that this is necessarily a great investment, but I do drive her back and forth to the horse lessons. But now she's got her driver's license. But the horse place is like 30 minutes up the road on the tollway.
How many miles did you say? 30 miles?
No, it's not that far. It's it's about 20. But with the tollway situation, going after school in rush hour traffic, it's a little much for her to take on by herself. So I'm still going with her, but I'm letting her drive. Yeah.
It's not a solo trip yet. She's not going Han Solo yet.
Not yet. And it's just extremely stressful because if I inhale the wrong way, if I touch the door in the wrong way, like you have a reaction, like you have an imaginary break or something there. And she happens to notice that. It's not good. Not good.
Words are exchanged.
A lot of frustration. And I try to remain calm because me yelling and getting upset makes the situation worse, I've found. So
you don't say.
So I try to maintain a level of calmness and not criticizing, but offering what I believe to be helpful tips and instruction.
Do you do that in the same? And I'm just asking because I haven't ridden with you and her. I've ridden with Emma Kellie, but not both of you.
Right.
Would this be comparable to the type of feedback that one Walter A. Evans gets when he drives?
No, yours is different because you are a grown-ass man who's been driving
Damn right.
I'd say several decades.
Damn Skippy.
So you should know better.
Since I was 16.
So you should know better.
And got a ticket since I was 16.
The way I would address you would be much different than I would address a brand new driver. Just leave that there. So anyway, it's just, just fun. Driving with a teenager is fun.
Yeah, but she seems to be doing okay.
She's doing okay. I just told her, I said, you know what, if you get through this without a fender bender or, that'd be great. Because I'm just trying to think. I was telling her today, I think, and I've been driving since I was before I was 16, because, in South Carolina, we just started driving.
South Carolina.
But I've been driving over 4 decades. And I'm trying to think. I think I've only had 2 fender benders. I think. One was I was driving, and it's the Ford Explorer, then an Expedition, right? The Expedition is the big one.
The Expedition, yeah, they don't make it anymore, but it was the
that's
big.
What I was driving.
You had an Expedition?
I did for a minute because I used to.
Wait a minute. The biggest one's the Excursion.
Whatever was the big one.
That's the Excursion.
Well,
they don't make that one
was,
anymore. Yeah.
You
had an Excursion?
I did because I had a deal with this car dealership. We were advertising for a Ford dealership. So for whatever reason,
Southwest Kia, baby.
No.
Oh.
I said Ford.
Oh.
It was 5-star Ford in Garland, Texas, and lovely Mr. Jerry Reynolds. And men, men love. I grew up with my daddy selling used cars, so I was very spoiled to cars. If the car just did not break down on the side of the road, it was a good day. I didn't really care anymore what it looked like, if it was flashy, or every once in a while he'd try to get me a sports car, but guess what would end up broken down on the side of the road? It would be the sports car. So
you tell them kind of some of these brands you had growing up.
Oh,
you told me one time, and I was like, "What?"
I had 2 Fieros, 2 red Fieros. Daddy got one and sold it, and then got me another one. This Fiero, I drove it out to Darlington Raceway, the Darlington 500, and they had a lot of. I don't know what the situation is like now with parking.
Some good old boys out there,
but back in I'd say the early 90s. This would have been late 80s, early 90s. We would park in a field, if you parked a little bit of ways. And by the time I came, it rained. And so by the time I came back to get my car, it had sunk in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't get it out. So 2 men came and picked my Fiero up out of the mud and put it on solid ground.
They must have been big, burly men.
Or that was a light car.
Or it was a light car.
2 men picked it up.
Wow.
Anyway, so I had a Fiero. My daddy, my favorite car I drove was a 2-door Toyota Tercel stick shift. That was fun because I just love driving that stick. I drove what's the word? Jaguar for a while.
Dime.
But it wasn't like the Jaguars you have now. It was like a classic Jaguar.
Dime.
Like it was like an old one.
Those are worth a gazillion dollars.
Well,
now.
That's what I drove. And I hated it. Because it was so hard to drive. I drove everything. I drove station wagons. I drove trucks.
Our live studio audience, they have a backache because of all the dimes you've been dropping.
I'm not dropping dimes. I'm just telling you, my daddy was a used car dealer.
Your daughter has a horse.
Right. That's not on me. That's not on me.
You had 2 Fieros.
That is a dime dropper right there.
You know the Backstreet Boys. I think you dropped that dime. Yeah. You've met Troy Aikman. Mm-hmm. I haven't because you told me the wrong day. And I'm not bitter because of that.
So anyway, my whole thing about the car, what was I talking about? These
we were talking about fender benders.
Oh, so I was in that. I think it was an Expedition. I think it was. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. Because, they wanted me to drive this car because men are really into. I remember he put me in one of the first Ford Flexes. Yeah. Remember there was like a station. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I would go and it started getting me. I had to give it back. I said, because this car is making me nervous because every time I pull up to any store, any gas station, men would come up to me, and want to look in the car. And I'd have my daughter with me. She was a baby at the time, like a toddler in the child seat. And they would come up to me at gas stations. And I know men, very nice men, they don't mean anything, but it's a little unnerving when you're by yourself in a gas station and a man wants to come up and look inside your car and stuff because they were just fascinated by it. They'd never seen one.
Have you seen that game on social media where it's like King of, but you put the word anal before a model of Ford? So like Anal Expedition, and then you go next.
Anal Probe?
Anal Explorer.
Why are we going down this? Anal Mustang. How about that? That ended it. Because that doesn't make any sense.
Anal Excursion.
Okay. That was a fun game. I'm out. I don't know any more Fords.
Anal Focus. Mm-hmm. Anal Flex. Mm-hmm. Anal Escape.
Yeah, that's a fun game.
Anal Probe.
And I already said that one. That was the first one I said. And now the game has come to an end.
Anal Explorer.
Anyway. So that was that fender bender. I backed up into somebody in the North Park parking lot because I couldn't judge the distance on how big it was. And this is before backup cameras. And then I think I had another incident in a parking lot where I was driving through the parking lot looking for a parking space and a woman backed out of her spot and hit me. I think it's the only 2 I've ever had. I've
had 2 or 3. I had 2 in my dang truck. More news on a sandwich and some Lovin. I got rid of my truck. Got a different truck. It's a big truck. Really big truck.
I'm going to let you tell it if you want to tell it.
No, I had a Chevrolet Colorado and I loved it, but it was crazy. I had a guy, he said, I'll give you X amount for this truck. And I wasn't wanting to sell it or trade it really, but it was what I paid for the truck retail 3 years ago. So
How
basically,
could you not?
on a trade, and so the trade amount, he wanted to give me what I paid retail for the truck 3 years. So basically, drove the truck for free for 3 years,
Yeah.
put gas in it and insured it. But I found a bigger truck. It's an old one. It's older, but it's really big, and I like it.
You gonna say it?
No, I'm not.
Why?
Because I'm not real brand conscious.
Oh, because you made me say all mine and accused me of dropping dimes when I was just sharing facts.
It's a Hummer.
It's a Hummer, everybody.
But it's an old one, but it's in really great shape. Really, really
It
nice
is.
shape. It's black on black, which I like. It's the truck version, so it's got a little bed in the back. So I can still haul my stuff around, and it's got 4-wheel drive, which I like.
It's a 2006, right?
2006, yeah, it's really old, but
Yeah.
low miles, great shape. I like it.
Okay, so there's that.
And Kellie likes it a lot more than she's leading on. I think she likes it because it's got a big,
it's more comfortable,
fluffy chair.
It's more comfortable than the truck.
Yeah,
I like it. I enjoy it.
it's very soft.
It was a little bouncy though. Last night I had to grab onto what was it? A suicide bar? What do y'all call that?
The shit handle.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Or that. There's a bar.
Yeah, you panicked.
Because I about hit the ceiling. You hit that bump and it bopped me up.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll get into where we were
It
driving
did.
here in just a second, because we were driving somewhere last night and we had a date, and it was a lot of fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
Can I be fun sometimes?
Yeah.
Sometimes. All right, look, the average person has around 12 paid subscriptions. That's the average person, right? But think about that. Maybe you're thinking there is no way I subscribe to 12 different things, or do you? You might want to double check. And with Rocket Money, you can quickly identify and cancel all of your unwanted subscriptions. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. So think fast. How much do you think you spend on subscription each month? The average American says about $80, but the actual total is more like 200. And with Rocket Money, you can see everything. Like I said, in one place, you see all the subscriptions you love and use all the time, the ones you might be willing to get rid of now that you're looking at it all, right? And the ones you completely forgot about signing up for when they offered you that free 30-day trial period 2 years ago and you forgot about it. So just find the subscription you don't want, press cancel. Rocket Money cancels it for you. So you don't have to spend any more time waiting on those long hold times with customer service, no more tedious emailing back and forth. Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as a click of a button. Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money, saving the average person up to $720 a year. How much will Rocket Money save you with just the click of a button? It could not be simpler or more stress-free to find out.
Stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/sandwich. That's rocketmoney.com/sandwich. rocketmoney.com/sandwich.
Thank you, Alan.
We love Rocket Money.
We do. All right, so we're talking about our date night after I had to grab the bar to keep me from hitting my head on the ceiling.
Yeah, so we were bounding down the road in the new truck, and you grabbed the oh shit handle, and it's like, why did you panic? And you said, because we hit a bump. And then it was such a nice night. I rolled my window down and nice breeze coming in, but then Kellie said something about inner ear pressure.
Yeah.
So then I had to roll the window back up. But
It sounds like a romantic evening so far, doesn't it?
That was all
everyone?
fine. That was all fine.
I actually tried to play along. I didn't say anything. I cracked my window. I tried to see if I could get that air pressure balanced out, but it was just proved to be too painful.
So we rolled to a new place. We got a sneak peek preview to Red Phone Booth.
You forgot.
I couldn't remember the Red Phone.
He has a mental block when it comes to the name of this place.
Yes.
There is a literal Red Phone Booth in front of it, but he cannot remember Red Phone Booth.
Red Phone Booth Grandscape.
Yeah, it's a speakeasy.
It was really cool.
It is cool.
Go into this phone booth, and the proprietor owner gave us a tour. He told us he got this phone booth from London.
Yeah.
Dime. Had this thing shipped over, restored. So you go into this thing, dial a secret code, which you can get from one of the businesses around Red Phone Booth. then you go into the speakeasy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really cool.
And there's such a wonderful story, and so much thought went into every single detail of this place. But they have cigars, they have craft cocktails, little delicious pizzas and appetizers and things. It was just great. Great. It was a fun night.
Had a humidor?
A humidor.
Oh, it smelled good in there too.
Yeah.
I like the smell of cigars.
It's like they have such ventilation so you can smoke in the entire place, but you don't like reek of it and stuff. It was really nice. And the people all flew in from Atlanta where they founded it.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting ready to open one, I think, in Miami. And so some people were in from Miami. Just it was really great. It was fun. So if you're ever in the Grandscape in the Colony area, check out Red Phone Booth.
Red Phone Booth Speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd ever been to a speakeasy.
I've been to dive bars, which I think would kind of be along that same vein, right?
Remember that place that Susan Shocker passed out? Wasn't that a speakeasy?
No, that wasn't the speakeasy.
Am I putting all her business out on?
That was probably not a nice thing to do just then.
Well,
but
that's what happened.
Yeah, but does she want that out there?
Sure, she passed out.
Know.
She did.
She didn't pass out.
She passed out.
She put her head down for a minute. That is not the same as passing out. It's not.
She momentarily passed out.
She put her head down to rest.
Okay, when I was
a lot.
When
That's
I was
not passing out.
When I was at our first podcast get together at Oaked, and you were looking around,
you passed out,
and I was back in the back with my head down.
We thought.
How was that different?
Because you were passed out. You don't recall any of it.
I don't think Susan recalled any of it.
She does. She remembers putting her head down. Anyway, yeah.
I was sweating profusely.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was a bad night. But no, that was not a speakeasy. That was a separate joint that we went to. That was kind of based on that. It's a vibe that, a lot of people try to pull it off, and some people do it better than others.
Lots of leather couches, leather chairs, very nice inside. Like
lots of original oil paintings.
I would have felt weird not wearing a jacket. It was kind of a little more upscale, maybe. I don't know. It just felt like I should be a little more dressed.
Right, and we need occasions for that.
Yeah. Because I'm always in a ball cap. I actually had to wash my hair, and
you had to wear a shirt with a collar.
I had to wear a shirt with a collar, which is a really rare occurrence for me nowadays. So that was.
Well, I'm glad to see somebody that does. I mean, because I don't mind going to casual restaurants anymore. But even the nicer restaurants in the Dallas area, you can walk in. Men come in shorts and stuff sometimes. And it's kind of a letdown. And I get it. People don't want to get as dressed up, especially post-COVID, but I kind of like having a dress code.
There are some places, in my opinion, it's okay for men to wear shorts into. In my opinion, it's okay to roll into Tomas Bahama in shorts.
Well, yeah, that's the whole bit.
Right. Now, I will submit to you that men should, under no circumstances at any time, go to a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant, without something covering their feet.
No open-toed shoes.
No flip-flops, open-toed shoes for men. In my opinion, when you go to a restaurant, guys, don't be rolling in there in your shower shoes. Nobody wants to see man feet when they eat. It's nasty. It's gross. I don't want to see it. I wouldn't show my feet at a restaurant.
And you got good feet.
And I got nicer feet than you.
You got nice feet.
Yeah. So
you would show your feet at the beach, at the poolside restaurant in Mexico.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Mexico at the beach.
Why would you say OnlyFans?
Huh?
Why would you say that?
I don't know what that means.
I said you would. I was trying to parlay very effortlessly and seamlessly into talking about our podcast Family Vacation.
Oh, nice.
When you took it to a porn site.
That's not, OnlyFans isn't just a porn site.
Started off that way.
I think that's incorrect.
If you're selling pictures of your feet, that's foot porn.
I think that's misinformation. Well, I think some people started OnlyFans, didn't they, for like decorating and baking? No?
Not originally, no. But if you want to sell pictures of your feet, I ain't mad at that.
Really?
No.
This is new.
If somebody wants to look at that and give you money for that, and it will help do something around this house, like maybe,
what does that mean?
Well, maybe pay for some of your
projects
and hobbies. Post them toes.
Hey, okay, guys, real quick. An impromptu Kellie claps back happened today. That just reminded me. So I went to a tax meeting today with our wonderful tax people. I love our tax people. We talk about taxes for about 3 minutes and then shoot the shit for
That's why I don't go anymore.
about an hour and a half.
That's why I just let Alan handle it.
Oh, they catch me up on all the stuff going on there. I catch them up on all our drama, and we have a good time. And
I'm like, I ain't got time for that.
Oh,
Y'all, let me know how much I owe. That's all I want to know.
Oh, it was great. So had a tax meeting. On the way home, it was up downtown Dallas. On the way home, I'm passing a Harley dealer. So I'm like,
well, see, I hadn't heard from Alan because I knew he had a meeting, and so I'm waiting, and finally I text him, "Are you okay?
So like,
everything okay?"
I pull into the Harley dealer because I'm just gonna look around, you know.
So he wasn't at the tax meeting anymore.
I was at the tax meeting for like an hour and a half.
But when I texted you, "Are you okay?" you were no longer. You were ensconced fully in a Harley dealership.
Absolutely. So Kellie texts me and she says, "Are you okay?" I just immediately call her. I think I was in the apparel. I was browsing apparel.
Because you need more Harley clothes. You need another t-shirt.
I will tell you that, okay, before I finish this story, one of my resolutions, not bucket list, for this year was to not buy one article of clothing.
So why are you in the apparel section of the Harley dealership?
Because it's their 120th anniversary this year, and I was just looking at all their new stuff.
Okay.
So Kellie texts me, "Are you okay?" I immediately call her. She's like, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm at the Harley dealer." And she goes, "What are you doing there?" And I said, "Well, it was on the side of the road, so I just pulled in, just looking around." I said, "I'll be home in a little bit." And she goes, "Okay, well, I'm home." So, and then.
Yes.
Okay. I'm correct so far?
So far.
Okay. So I get in the vehicle and start driving home, and I call Kellie.
And this was only like less than 5 minutes since we hung up.
So here it is. So I'm in the car. I'm like, "Hey Siri, dial Kellie Rasberry Evans."
This is literally less than 5 minutes.
Whoops, my phone's doing it. She goes, it's a Kellie picks up. "No, you can't buy a motorcycle."
All I said was no.
No. And I was like, "No, what?" No, you can't buy a motorcycle. I'm like, wasn't calling to ask if I could buy a motorcycle. She goes,
"What?" That's so outside the realm of possibility.
She goes, "What do you want?"
I said, "So what do you want?" Yeah.
See what I put up with?
What you put up with.
So
what you put up with.
So I said, "Well, actually, dear, sweet wife, I was calling to see if you would like me to pick you up something to eat and bring it home."
And what did I say?
You said no because you had Korean.
No, because I brought you food home. I've got food for you.
You had a
here.
vendor roll to the.
But I took that food and brought it home for you.
Just because Justin didn't eat it.
No, I went around and says, "Anybody else want this? I'm taking it home now."
Didn't he?
Nobody can hold that against me. If your husband calls you within 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes of saying, "I'm in the Harley dealership," and knowing who I'm married to calls back, ring, ring, ring. No, you cannot buy another motorcycle. No.
I wasn't even considering that.
How was I supposed to know that? How was I supposed to know that?
Well, anytime any of y'all say, "Alan, you need to be nice to Kellie," you think about that.
And then come look in our garage.
I called my dear. Speaking of, we're going to get into that in a second. I'm doing a big project out there.
It never ends, y'all.
Oh,
it never ends.
It's a Handyman Alonzo project. So we're going to talk about Handyman Alonzo.
Are you documenting
after
this?
we do this?
I'm asking, are you documenting all of this?
I'm documenting some of it.
Have you been posting it, or are you saving it all for one big dump?
How the worm has turned.
What?
Now you're on my ass about posting on social media.
Yes.
Or the worm has turned.
That's right.
I like that expression.
I don't even know what it means.
I don't either, but I just like how it sounds.
Because what does the worm turning have to do with anything?
I really don't know.
Makes the soil more fertile?
Listener, if you know the origin of how the worm has turned, email us at podcast@kellyandalan.com.
Well, we could just look it up. You could duck go.
We could duck go it.
But why would you do that when you could have people email us? That's right. Saves us the work. Y'all put in the work and just let us know all the answers to our questions. All right, look, I told you, I think a week or two ago maybe, that I ordered my mama Thrive Cosmetics Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner because she had, unbeknownst to me, she hadn't mentioned it to me, that she had been searching for a good eyeliner because everyone she tried was like dry. It would tug on her eyes. I said, Mama, I wish you'd said something to me sooner. So I told her about Thrive Cosmetics, and their eyeliner, it goes on so smoothly and so evenly without tugging at that delicate skin. It stays on all day without smudging. It not only has a built-in sharpener, it also, so you don't have to worry about finding that tool whenever you need to sharpen something. I hate that when you get down to the nubbies. It has a rubbery smudge tip on the other end for if you do want to blend it, right? It's so smooth. Mama got it, loves it, says it goes on very smooth. She said very smooth. So I was really happy with that. And I use that eyeliner, but what I use every single day, no matter whether I'm going out or staying home, is a brilliant eye brightener. Because even if I am just staying home, that highlighter stick, I just put it over my eyelid and it immediately brightens my eyes, opens them up. So if I happen to catch my reflection, I'm not horrifying myself. It actually is like, oh, I don't look so bad. Just lay around the house. That eye brightener is really the brilliant eye brightener. I'm torn between that and the mascara as being my favorite things. But I love Thrive Cosmetics. I discovered them first on Instagram. I watched all these influencers, younger than me, older than me, same age as me. This is makeup for everyone. And the liquid eye, this is the one. If you're going to start with one product, if you're not, I'm kind of torn. I would at least start with the liquid lash extensions mascara and that eye brightener. Those are the two I would start with. Anyway, I love their Bigger Than Beauty promise. Cause is in their name for a reason, because with every purchase of Thrive Cosmetics, you're supporting organizations that help communities thrive, including those that battle domestic abuse, homelessness, cancer, and so many more.
You have to try Thrive Cosmetics to see for yourself. And right now, you can get an exclusive 15% off your first order when you visit thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich for 15% off your first order.
Yay. I'm glad my mama liked it.
That is Connie Rasberry approved.
It is Connie Rasberry approved.
Wow. That is an endorsement right there.
All right. What were you teasing before we got to that?
I've got a little project going on in the
oh yeah, your man
garage.
Cave.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a man cave out there. So right now I'm just painting. It's no big deal, but I'm trying to do it's not dropping a dime. It's our third car garage. It's where I keep
it's just stating a fact.
It's where I keep the bikes. So
how many bikes?
So I want to do a Harley garage. So I'm painting the bottom half of the garage in orange.
Harley orange.
Harley orange. I'm going to paint the top half has been painted already. I've painted that just a nice kind of a rich beige. And I'm going to have borders that are black and then have signage. I'm going to put a TV out there. That's my plan anyway. Little flat screen TV, little chair, maybe a mini fridge.
So this will be, in essence, the third man cave in the house.
You can never have enough man caves.
This is I'm not joking.
You need places to escape.
His office. His Japanese tattoo parlor inspired office.
This is our studio.
It's our studio once a week. The rest of the time, you're holed up in here.
I thought we were doing this podcast twice a week. Amen.
No, we're down to once a week.
Amen.
For the sake of our marriage, we're down to once a week. And now the upstairs game room, which you are going to, after you finish the garage, you're supposed to do that first, but now we're flip-flopping it. So then you're going to transform that up with the pool table and all that. That's going to be, so you're going to have 3 man caves in this house.
I don't know. Why do you misrepresent me so much?
But it's the truth.
It's not the truth. That's far from the truth.
What's mine?
The game room is a family game room. It's not just me up there by myself.
It's you and Dylan, the 2 men.
And Cole. And McKellie goes. And McKellie walks through every once in a while.
Okay. So where's my? I don't want a she shed.
Where's your
I don't want a she shed.
I'll give you a she shed.
What is mine?
You have a she shed out in the back. You have a potting shed back there. You can have.
With all the nasty pool toys and stuff in it.
Listener, here's some trivia too about Evans Manor.
You're not saying that I'm misrepresenting because I'm stating fact.
How many storage sheds do you think we have at Evans Manor? Do you even know how many storage sheds we have?
I do. I know when we moved in, we got one with the house. That's where they stored all their pool
No,
equipment.
no. We got 2 with the house.
Okay, well now we have 2. I thought you bought the second one.
We have 4. We have 2 in the back, and I built that giant one. Remember
3.
Remember we listened to the Harley album about 50 million
Yeah,
times?
that's 3.
3, and then we have the one right next to it with the camping and
Oh,
outdoor
4.
chairs. Now we have
This is absurd.
4.
This is not absurd. This is obscene. It's time to start downsizing.
Downsizing?
Yeah,
Like downsizing the size of the house?
just a lot of things.
I think we should move into a compartment.
Oh my God. All right.
Anyway, why are we even talking about storage sheds? Just because all the crap we have?
Up.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing the garage. Orange, beige, black trim, Harley signs and signage inside. I'm going to have a TV, a little chair, and a mini fridge. I got my fan. I got my portable heater. I'm going to have pegboards with all my tools set up nice and neat. And it's going to be a place where I can escape.
A man cave.
Place where I can escape.
Because what are you escaping exactly? Why does any man need 3 places to escape in his home?
A lion has a big territory.
Right. Okay.
You know, lions have big territories.
What other than doing this podcast with you once a week, what are we going to do together outside of your man caves?
What do you mean?
Y'all, I finally got him to agree to watch Ted Lasso with me.
And here's the thing.
We watched 1 episode.
Oh my goodness.
I cannot tell you how long it'll be before we sit down for the second one.
I have informants peppered throughout the internet. Okay.
And I really appreciate y'all tattletaling.
Lots of Kid Nation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say things in the circle of trust of my Kid Nation family, and y'all are running right back and telling Alan, and y'all think y'all making things better for me?
And in my DMs, Kellie's on the radio right now, and she's saying that you hate Ted Lasso. And I'm like,
I didn't say you hated it.
That couldn't be further from the truth.
I didn't say you hated it. I said you poo-pooed it the entire time. Poo-pooed it.
The only
I had to force you to watch one of them. I said, Alan, it's literally 30 minutes of your life. Give me 30 minutes. And he's like, I don't get the big deal. I don't get the big deal. I said, can you watch it again? Just give me 30 more minutes. I have no idea when that day will roll around.
The only thing I poo-pooed was I didn't understand why a football coach from Kansas was being asked to coach soccer.
Well, I figured that out before they even made
But
the
then I
reveal.
figured, okay, this is going to be the folly. He's going to be the dumb guy from the U.S., Midwest U.S.
Right.
He's going to be the dumb guy that comes over, and all the Euros are going to make fun of him. But in the end, he's going to be the hero. Is that how this thing's going to work?
He wins so many awards for this performance, and it's supposed to be a wonderful show. So I would like for you to watch it.
That's all I said. I wasn't poo-pooing when I said that. What I said was true. He's the dumb guy from Kansas. Now, I don't think all people from Kansas are dumb, because I got lots of friends in Kansas, and they're all very nice and very smart. But they were making this guy out to be like the dumb guy from Kansas.
I didn't think they were making him out to be dumb. I thought they made him out to be
naive.
Unflappable.
Naive.
No, he wasn't naive. He was unflappable. He was optimistic, even though these terrible circumstances, which I won't reveal in case nobody's seen it. I think we're the only people that haven't.
I'm going to watch it. I will.
When are we going to watch it again?
Just when we have free time. When I'm not painting. When I'm not painting.
There's another show that started, True Lies. Remember the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis? This guy on it. God, I can't remember his name. The guy that stars in it, though, he's in the Arnold Schwarzenegger role. And Tom Arnold's in it. I saw that Tom Arnold, he was in the movie.
He really?
He's got a part in it. Anyway, the guy in it, I first found him. Do you remember the sitcom Reba with Reba McEntire?
Wow.
When it was on, like when it was airing like in real time, I didn't watch it. I didn't find it until after it had gone off the air. And I guess it was in syndication on CMT or something. Well, he is the guy that played her son-in-law, and he is so hysterically funny. I loved him so much, and I cannot remember his name, but he was Reba's son-in-law on Reba, and now he is the star of True Lies, and it just premiered, and I doubt I'll ever watch it in real time, but it'll replay on Paramount Plus, so I'm going to be watching that.
You know what I'm going to be watching? And it came out last night at midnight I think
Midnight 01.
Midnight Pacific, I think.
Oh, they made you wait until the Pacific time?
Oh, yeah. So I couldn't wait that long. So The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
First episode's out. So
they only do one a week, right? Why do they do that? Why don't they just release them all and let people binge them when they want to?
I don't know.
I know there's a reason.
Mind that. I don't mind that.
But I know there's a reason behind it. I just don't know what it is.
But that used to be how you watch shows.
I know that. But then we got used to the streaming mindset because we want it now. You know, we want everything now. It's like the microwave.
We want it all, and we want it now.
But when they get us used to that, where they just dump out all the episodes at once, and then you're still spending the same amount of time watching it, it's just all at once instead of once a week. So I'm wondering what the benefit is to the streaming services to do it that way. There has to be a benefit or they wouldn't do it. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I'm sure there are a lot of smart people that know how these things work.
Because I have been, and Alan, I'm sure, well, maybe that's why you're spending so much more time in your man cave, because basically the living room has become my woman cave.
Well, there you go.
The living room has become my woman cave. So I can do whatever I want now.
As it should.
I can do whatever I want now.
You can go park yourself under that bamboo palm, courtesy Fast Growing Trees, hashtag not an ad. And
hashtag we're going to be ordering another one. We need another one for our foyer.
We need a fiddly fig.
So anyway, I told y'all I went and got Peacock. I just told Al, I kept asking Alan to do it. I was like, I can do this. So I just went and signed up. It's easy. And I went ahead and paid for the one where I have to watch the commercials. Because every once in a while I need to get up and go to the bathroom. And that gives me an excuse to get up and, go do something for a minute.
Pause button?
No, would you rather me pay to not have the ads, or I'm getting the cheapest version for like $5 a month?
Rasberry, you're talking about a difference between $5 a month and $9 a month.
I don't care. It all adds up.
That's $4 a month.
It all adds up.
Yeah, I know. You know how many streaming services we have?
We'll cancel the ones we don't use with Rocket Money.
Rocket Money. I love Rocket Money.
Anyway, I got Peacock because I was listening. I love Danny Pellegrino, who has the Everything Iconic podcast, and he watches all the Bravo shows. But with Peacock, there was also that show, The Trader, which had a couple of members of Bravo shows on it. And I keep hearing everybody talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, but I never got into Potomac. And so now I figure, there's so many seasons in, it's too late for me. But that's one of the reasons I went back and got Peacock, because I can go back to the very beginning season of Potomac. And man, I have been binging it every day.
Every time I come through the living room,
I love it.
It's on.
I love it. And I can't stand some of those. And Alan gets mad at me because I talk to the screen.
Don't get mad.
What would you call it when I'm like, I can't stand her. She's awful. And I'm just like, I talk because I don't have anybody to talk to.
I mean, I don't get mad.
But what do you say when I'm like, would I say those things? I
don't think I say anything.
You do say something. You've commented.
Well, I'll say, what's going on? That's what I usually say. What's going on?
No, you say, I'll have to remember. It's more of a clap back.
Listener, who do you believe more?
But you say something to make me feel bad. I was like, I can't help it. I get involved. I get involved in these women's lives. And what they do on Bravo, this is really interesting. The one that you cannot stand, in one season, they'll change the edit. And then you're like, I really like that woman, So anyway, I'm in the middle of all that.
Real Housewives Potomac and Ted Lasso. That's what we got going on here. Mandalorian pretty soon. Yeah.
That's what we'll be doing if we ever sit down together again.
Like last night when we were sitting together having a smoked bourbon.
In front of the TV.
So you just want to sit together in front of the TV? Well,
I talk to so many couples that I honestly, I don't know when they find time to do it, but they'll sit down, they watch entire series together and like season after seasons of shows. And I'm like, how do people do that?
Oh, they probably don't paint garages. They probably, I don't know.
They probably, one of us doesn't go to bed while the other sits up and watches
news
all night.
One of them doesn't have a job where they have to get up at 3:30 in the morning.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I
don't know.
I'm trying here. I'm watching Ted Lasso.
You've watched one episode of Ted Lasso 4 days ago.
All right, babe.
All right, y'all.
Well,
we're not fighting. This is not fighting.
Y'all need to stop bickering.
This is not bickering.
I used to listen to this podcast. I enjoyed it until y'all started bickering so much.
This is not bickering. This is just hashing it out.
Leave y'all a 1-star review. I hate it.
Oh, God.
but I'm gonna keep listening.
I even stopped reading the 5-star reviews because you know what people started doing? They leave a 5-star review and then just slam us. Being real creative because I'd read the 5-star reviews and then it'd be 5 stars, but it would like, y'all suck.
Jesus.
Actually, it was more of Alan sucking, but you know. Anyway, before we go, we have to give an update on the podcast family vacation.
KellieandAlan.com/vacation. All right, babe, you got anything else?
Oh,
No.
stop it.
No, I've set up the webpage. It's KellieandAlan.com/vacation.
Yeah, this is for the podcast family vacation
for the
3.0.
2023 podcast family vacation. Yeah, our third version. It's going to be at the
Valentin
Imperial in Cancun, Riviera Maya. You can find all the information about pricing and some other answers to your questions on the webpage. There's a form if you want to fill it out. It'll just be your name and your number and your email, and that will go to our travel specialist, Ken Holiday, who's helping us this year. And Ken is very, very well connected at the Valentin.
He's even set up a Facebook
He's
page.
set up a Facebook group for us.
It's Kellie and Alan Podcast Vacation.
Yep.
If you want to go, Kellie and Alan Podcast Vacation on Facebook.
And he's got us good pricing, and he knows all the packages that are available.
Right. And I misspoke last week because I shouldn't have. I was just talking to be talking because I thought I had, you know, in years past, we've done where you could put down a small deposit just to hold your spot, but we're not able to do that at this time. So when you make a reservation, it'll be like a normal thing, like when you make your reservation.
You're just going to take care of it.
Just take care of it then and there. So
Ken can help with.
But he'll help you with all that.
Yeah, there's a base package, and I think we mentioned last time it was about $700 per person, a little more than $700 per person for 3 nights, all inclusive. But if you want more days, if you want to upgrade your room, if you want a better view, if you want transfers back and forth.
Oh, and ask about the privilege package.
If you want the privilege package, which sounds very, very pretentious.
It is.
But it's pretty badass.
We like it.
We love it.
With privilege, you get an assigned
palapa.
I was going to say hacienda. Palapa.
4 big bottles of booze in your room.
But the palapa can either be poolside or on the beach. And then every night at dinner, you get lobster. Grilled lobster.
Grilled or
huge lobster.
Huge. Not huge.
And by the end of the week, I'm like, just give me the lobster because you get it in addition to your entree. So it's a great thing.
Yeah, not in lieu of your entree. In addition to. It's wonderful. What else? What else you get with privilege? Oh, they make you get priority on the reservations.
Yeah,
because reservations sometimes are a little difficult.
Well, they because you don't have to have a reservation, but you might end up waiting.
Right, but with privilege package. They hook you up.
Yeah. So that's just something you can ask about if you think it's worth it.
Anyway, go to the website, check it out. We'd love for you to vacation with us. We're going to be there all week. We're going to have a brand new limited edition collectible hat now. Year 1, they were black. Year 2, second time they were blue. Not sure what color they're going to be, but these are hard to get Sandwich and Some Lovin', official Sandwich and Some Lovin' logoed hats.
Until you put them for sale on the website after the trip?
No. Talking to our tax people today, not going to do that anymore.
Not going to do that?
No, not going to sell them anymore.
Why?
Nope. It's going to be limited edition.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm going to let you pick out the color this year.
Okay.
Will you?
Okay.
No, usually I just picked out
I just
picked out the blue last year.
Huge.
No, not huge.
Responsibility.
Huge.
It's a huge responsibility.
Huge.
Because I know what color I look good in.
What color would you pick?
I look good in purples. I look good in bright, vibrant orange. I look good in a yellow, but I don't know that those are necessarily great hat colors.
See, I would say like orange and black. That's how I'm doing the garage, but then that might look like a Halloween hat. I don't want it to look like a Halloween hat.
Maybe I'll take a vote.
What if I put a bunch of colors in a hat and you just picked out one?
Could do that as well.
Like colors that you would wear. You come up with 5 colors that you would wear. You pick one out, and there you go. That's the official hat.
Red.
Yeah, red would be cool. Yeah.
How about green?
I think
I don't
green would
know.
be
Maybe
cool.
I'll ask
I
some of my
think green would be
girlfriends
cool.
what they think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway.
Well, that's a minor issue.
Minor issue. A lot of hat talk.
Sorry. So kellieandallen.com/vacation. And then on Facebook, Kellie and Allen Podcast Vacation. If you want to go join that Facebook group, you don't have to be going to join the group. We're not going to kick you out, but it might help get you excited about going if you're on the fence about it.
Now, everybody that goes, you're automatically bestowed very best customer status.
Well, that's an added bonus.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you get? You get to call yourself a very best customer.
There you go.
Yeah. I need to come up with some patches or pins or something.
Something.
Let's get the marketing guy on it.
Well, I thought you said the tax man said no.
What about Russ Face? Can he help us with that?
No, we're on our own, honey.
Oh. Okay. Well, anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I had some other stuff, but I think I'm depleted.
Well, I'll tell you what, those 2 martinis last night and those 2 old fashions I had, that made me depleted.
Yeah, maybe this is residual from that.
I'm out of drinking practice. And
tomorrow I've got to have lunch with the boss.
Hey, man.
Not that boss. That boss and the other boss.
Hi, Kellie.
There's like 2 bosses.
Hi, yourself.
4 bosses I'm having lunch with
El
tomorrow.
Presidente.
I think you'll be there.
What about George?
Yes, he'll be there.
George and Sean will be there. Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure. And then
Who
the
are
other
the-
2 bosses.
the Troy Aikman looking boss?
No, he's not even our boss anymore.
Oh, really?
He's over a different division.
Kelly used to have a boss who she said looked like Troy Aikman.
He reminded me. He
I
had
saw
that
him
Troy
one
Aikman
time.
vibe.
I saw him one time. I'm like, he does not look anything like Troy Aikman.
He had the Troy Aikman vibe.
Didn't look like
and
Troy
he was
Aikman.
So handsome.
Didn't look like Troy Aikman.
But maybe he requested a transfer. Maybe I fawned over him a little too much. But yeah, he's no longer the boss. Anyway, I've got a big lunch tomorrow, so I need to get a good night's rest.
All right, babe. Okay. Well, anything else?
No,
KellieandAllen.com/vacation.
got it.
Don't forget that. Sign up quick. Because, I mean, we have a block of rooms, but they can sell out.
They can. We'll be able to get more.
Maybe,
possibility,
maybe
but
not.
we're not sure.
We don't know.
I think we blocked off 35 rooms.
Yeah, but remember,
30 or 35.
But remember, Ken said he'd already got 30 people who said, "Yeah, I'm in."
Well,
So
we'll see.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, babe. Well, love you desperately.
Love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Love y'all.
Love the Valentin Imperial desperately.
Very much so.
I love our tax people desperately. I love going to the Harley dealer desperately until I called my wife and she said, "What do you want?"
Well, first I said no, followed by what do you want?
But I still love her desperately.
Aw.
And I'm sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.
Who's calling?
Spam.
Man, Michael's all over it. Thank you, Michael.
Okay, Michael, I'll do that. Thank you, Christy Kincaid Norris.
What's she thanking you for or complimenting you for?
She said she enjoyed the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. Jana wants to know if you prefer Botox over Dysport?
Honestly, I don't think this is Botox. I say Botox because it's like the universal word, but it wasn't even Dysport. She said something else, and I don't remember what it was, but it was a word I'd never heard before. And she shot me up. I mean, my head feels really heavy. This was on Saturday. Today's Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. And it's still not 100% kicked in, but look, it's kind of, I don't know, but it's like all this heaviness. And she did down here too. So I don't know. I'm very bloated. I'm not feeling like the best version of me right now.
Senia wants to know where
But
do
it's
you
not
go?
Botox. This is at a private home. This was a lady came to us. My friend hosted
Juvederm?
Botox. No.
Oh, Jana says she's doing it for the first time.
Well, and I had it in my nose too, because I've got like when I smile, I have like these little, like, it looks like a witch. And so she put it there, but it hasn't really kicked in yet. See?
Well, don't do your
I
nose
don't
like
it.
that.
When I smile.
It's like, Doc, it hurts when I do this.
I can't help it when I smile.
Well, then don't do that.
Okay, don't smile.
Don't go.
When I smile big, it does that.
No, don't go.
I didn't do that. Let me see if I can find the name of what it is. Quit doing your feet. Let me see if I can find. What was Saturday? What was the date of Saturday? February 26th?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Monday.
Donna wants to do it too.
Okay, Thursday. I went back
25th.
too far. Friday. Saturday. Let's see if, because they sent me an email about follow-up. Anti-wrinkle injection treatment instructions. Well, it says it was botulinum toxin type A, but that's not what she said.
I can't help you on this one.
That's not what she said. She said something else.
I got nothing.
But I'm supposed to avoid facials or massage. Anything where my face is in a cradle.
Like this?
For the first 4 to 6 hours, I shouldn't wear tight hats. Take a shower
Tight
where
hats.
I wash my hair or blow dry it. Get in a sauna, jacuzzi, or steam. And do not touch or massage the injected area. Results may take 14 to 21 days. Wait at least 14 days after your injections to evaluate the success of the treatment. So that's that. So hopefully after 2 weeks, it will kind of be where it's supposed to be. But I have been doing a little bit of massage because my eyelids just got so heavy. She's the first person that told me, she was telling me how she's going to inject. She goes, because you have hooded eyelids. Nobody's ever told me I have hooded eyelids before. I never thought I had hooded eyelids.
I don't even know what that means.
But I'm like, maybe I thought hooded eyelids were something else.
Wow, Michael, that's really cool. You said we're almost to 5K on YouTube.
5K what? Members?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nice.
All right, peeps. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to do a little upload. We'll see y'all on the social medias. Are we doing a podcast next week?
The following week, I'm on spring break.
Oh, okay. Okay. Next week is the boys' spring break, but we'll be in town. We're here. You're here, right? Next week's a normal week.
Everybody's on spring break next week, but I have to work. And we don't have the kids for spring break this year.
Is Emma Kellie on spring break?
And Kelly's on spring break.
Is she doing anything?
She's going to go with me to South Carolina at the tail end of her spring break when my spring break starts.
But you guys aren't coming back till Wednesday?
So she's going to miss 2 days of school.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. And then the AE, he'll be bashing it. Woo!
Well, you can finish your third man cave while I'm gone.
All right. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.